I'll be taking you through stories that are making headlines in Kenya, Africa, and the rest of the world. But first, let's take a look at the highlights. Ahead on trending news, political heavyweights camp in Kiambaa as the countdown is on for the Kiambaa constituency and Muguga ward slated for Thursday this week. And in the wake of COVID-19 ban in the global race to protect nations against new variants of coronavirus, Kenyan passports banned in 54 countries. And in the international scene, former President Jacob Zuma Concord sentence review begins as dozens are arrested following protest of his arrest. Right, the hashtag is trending news at LookUpTV on Twitter, LookUpTV on Facebook. Engage with me. What's trending on your end at this hour during the day? The SMS number is 20374 and the broadcast begins now. The interviews for the commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has on Monday entered day 4 with Florence Jaoko facing the panel at KICC. This election aims to find suitable candidates to fill the vacant positions of commissioners at the IEBC following the resignation of former commissioners after the previous 2017 general elections.
Interviews for persons seeking to serve as commissioners for the IEBC started on July 7th and will go all the way to July 22nd. The IEBC selection panel shortlisted 36 candidates out of a pool of 629 candidates who will now battle it out for the 4 vacant positions. The positions were left vacant following the resignation of Commissioners Roslina Kombe, Paul Kurga, Margaret Mwachanya, and Connie Minor after the 2017 general election. Florence Jaoko, one of the interviewees today, is a Kenyan lawyer trained at the University of Nairobi and University of Bristol and is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. She is currently a lecturer at the University of Nairobi School of Law and is also the special envoy for the Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institutions. She is also a member of the International Commission of Jurists Kenya, a member of the International Federation of Women Lawyers in Kenya, and a member of the African Policing Civilian Oversight Forum. Florence has also worked as a judicial officer in Kenya for over 15 years, where she served on various Kenya government task forces on legal, judicial, and security sector reforms. She is also a trainer in legal, judicial, and human rights with extensive experience nationally, regionally, and globally.
Question. What are the national languages of Kenya?
The national languages of Kenya is English and Kiswahili. Yes.
Great. Now, unafahamu Kiswahili?
Ninafahamu lakini kuongea ndio sio didi sana kwa sababu unajua sisi hatukufanya Kiswahili kwa what is it called? The 844 people had compulsory Kiswahili, lakini sisi ni kujua tu Kiswahili kwa kuzungumza, kusikia, ndio.
Ukipata nafasi ya kuwa commissioner na uende huko mashinani na unajua watu kwa mashinani wakati mwingi hawakifahamu Kiingereza.
Ni kweli.
Na upate nafasi ya kuelekeza wananchi kufanya uchaguzi wa haki. Ni jambo gani ungewaeleza kwa Kiswahili kwa ufupi tu waweze ndio uchaguzi huwe wa haki kwa Kiswahili?
Kwa Kiswahili kwamba wanatakikana wafanye nini?
Waelekeza kwa njia ya kufanya uchaguzi kwa njia ya haki.
Kwa njia ya haki. Kwa hivyo sasa niko mashinani. Kwanza nitawaeleza tuko hapa, sisi ni commission ya IEBC. Sisi ndio tuko na jukumu wa kuendekeza elections. Na sasa tunaelekea upande wa uchaguzi. Na tungependa tufanye kazi pamoja. Sisi kama commission na nyinyi wananchi ndio tuwe na ile uhusiano mwema.
Roger Morioki, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
Thank you, Roger, for that report. And still on matters elections. In less than 3 days, the most anticipated polls for the Kiambaa by-election are set to kick off this Thursday, July 15th. With campaigns ending today, political parties have intensified their campaigns with what seems to be a battle between Jubilee and the UDA. The Kiambaa seat
The most anticipated polls for the Kiambaa by-elections are set to kick off this Thursday, July 15th. The heated campaigns, which have since narrowed down to a two-horse race between Kariri Njama of Jubilee and UDA candidate Njuguna Wanjiku, ends today. The Kiambaa seat fell vacant after MP Paul Koinange succumbed to COVID-19 related complications in early March this year. At the same time, IBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati, accompanied by Commissioner Abdi Gulias, insisted that the only one chief agent and one agent at the polling stations. Chebukati warned those who take a photo of their ballot paper after voting and share on social media, stating that it is an offense that attracts a fine of 1 million and a sentence of 3 years or both. Further, politicians have been warned against hate speech or any attempts to fuel violence.
We have had a discussion and have been assured that the team here, the security team, is ready. They'll deploy sufficient officers and they'll be able to contain or the target, and this will be done, and they'll work hand in hand with our team.
Great competition is expected between Kariri Njama of Jubilee Party, which is led by President Uhuru Kenyatta, and John Njuguna of UDA Party, which is involved with Deputy President William Ruto. Many believe that these elections may give a political direction come the 2022 general elections. John Matava, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
I have to tweet about this.
What phone is this? Hey, looks good. How much is it?
You haven't heard of the Optiven offer?
No.
I must excuse you, invest too. Optiven has this amazing offer. If you make a commitment of 900k in any of their value-added projects, you get rewarded with a cool smartphone, bro.
Welcome to the Natural Juicing Center. We are a unique organization that seeks to provide the community with an alternative healthcare option. We specialize in the use of a natural holistic system that focuses on building health through cleansing and nourishing of the body. We utilize a variety of natural health promoting methods in our services, which include juicing therapy, hydrotherapy, colon cleansing, massage therapy, and a comprehensive cleansing service, among others. Our juices are freshly made and tailored to each and every client's individual needs after evaluation by our team through our free consultation service. You can now book for any service or order for food supplements on our website www.naturaljuicingcenter.co.ke. You can also visit our center in Kahawa Sukari, house number 1334, Kahawa Sukari Avenue. Natural Juicing Center. Your health is your wealth.
Faidika Real Estate brings to you Soteria Gardens, Matu, for as little as 75,000 Kenya shillings on cash payment, 99,000 for installments with 40,000 Kenya shillings deposit and balance in 5 months. For more information, visit our office at Thika Town, Grace House, 3rd floor 6 or 0710 265 687.
Welcome to Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. When you first come in, we'll be happy to receive you at our reception, then proceed to our cozy and well-equipped accommodation facilities. We aim to provide our guests with a unique, comfortable, and worthwhile experience. Here at Look Up Guest House, we provide our guests a continuous supply of room amenities. A cool environment for all your retreat activities.
Look Up Guest House, Retreat and Prayer Center. For reservation, contact us on info@lookupguesthouse.org or call us on 0746 788 707. Revival Sanctuary of Glory presents the 17th Burning Fire Conference from the 18th to the 25th of July at the Revival Sanctuary of Glory, Riruta, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The theme will be Recovery All, hosted by Bishop Dr. Ken and Mercy Ken, alongside guest speakers Apostle Patrick Mureithi, Bishop Julius Tinkoe, Reverend Dan Mwirigi, Pastor Baraka, and guest singer Naomi Karanja and Sarah Kay. For more information, call us on 0722 392 375.
Welcome to the Natural Juicing Center. We are a unique organization that seeks to provide the community with an alternative healthcare option. We specialize in the use of a natural holistic system that focuses on building health through cleansing and nourishing of the body. We utilize a variety of natural health promoting methods in our services, which include juicing therapy, hydrotherapy, colon cleansing, massage therapy, and a comprehensive cleansing service, among others. Our juices are freshly made and tailored to each and every client's individual needs after evaluation by our team through our free consultation service. You can now book for any service or order for food supplements on our website www.naturaljuicingcenter.co.ke. You can also visit our center in Kahawa Sukari, house number 1334, Kahawa Sukari Avenue. Natural Juicing Center. Your health is your wealth.
You guys have to tweet about this.
What phone is this? Hey, looks good. How much is it?
You haven't heard of the Optiven offer?
No.
I must excuse you, invest too. Optiven has this amazing offer. If you make a commitment of 900k in any of their value-added projects, you get rewarded with a cool smartphone, bro.
Like, follow, subscribe, click the notification button. Join the Look Up TV movement now.
And welcome back. The hashtag is trending news at Look Up TV on Twitter, Look Up TV on Facebook, and you can also engage with me. The SMS number is 20374. Let's continue. The trial proceedings of Migori Governor Okoth Obado, alongside two others in the murder of Sharon Etieno and her unborn baby, has officially kicked off today. Government pathologist Johansen Odor testified as the first witness in the case. In his submission, Odor stated that Sharon Odi had 7 stab wounds and 2 slash wounds. In the case, Obado, Juma Oyamo and Caspar Obiero are accused of killing Sharon Etieno and her unborn child on September 3rd, 2018 at Owade in Rachonyo Sub-County, Homa Bay County. The case, which was supposed to start last week, was postponed, and the Defense Council's raising concern over the Delta variant in the western region where the suspects resides. The case continues through to the 15th of July.
The vein had been severed In the abdomen, the liver looked fatty, and the stomach contained a scanty brownish fluid, about 100 ml. Scanty brownish fluid. Scanty, yes, my lady. Which was about 100 milliliters.
When you talk of scanty, what do you mean? Just in one purpose?
Just little, as I mentioned, 100 ml, which is just a few milliliters of fluid. The uterus was had a baby inside, and it was enlarged because of the baby. And the enlargement was estimated as being at 28 weeks. There was a stab wound on the left upper part of the uterus. Yes, my lady.
On the left upper part?
Yes, my lady. It was 35 millimeters long.
Right, and we continue. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission, NCIC, has condemned the ongoing ethnic violence in Marsabit County. In a statement issued on Monday, Chairperson Reverend Dr. Samuel Kobia termed the clashes between the Borana, Gabra and Rendile communities as absurd. The violence has been ongoing for a week now, after it all started with the killing of a herder in the Manyata scheme of Saku constituency in Marsabit County. Our reporter Wangari has more details.
The National Cohesion and Integration Commission, NCIC, has condemned the ongoing ethnic violence in Marsabit County. In a statement issued on Monday, Chairperson Dr. Samuel Kobia termed the clashes between the Borana, Gabra and Rendile communities as absurd. The clashes begin with the killing of a herder in the Manyata scheme of Saku constituency in Marsabit County last Sunday. This led to retaliatory acts between the warring communities in the area. 9 lives were lost, with hundreds of people forced to flee Chorora, Thaba and Harobota villages as armed militia battled, destroying homes and properties. Thousands of livestock have been stolen and several hundred houses torched. As recently as Friday morning, tribal clashes were still ongoing in Marsabit town. The fighting halted transport along the Marsabit-Moyale road and led to the closure of various businesses within Saku town. Kobia called on Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutiambai to bring to book the perpetrators. He further called on the national government and humanitarian agencies to support the internally displaced families. He also urged the residents of Marsabit to embrace dialogue. Wangari Mwangi, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
Thank you, Ngari Mwangi, for that report. And now to some better news. Families of victims of the two 737 Boeing MAX crashes that killed 3 to receive payments of $500 million settlement agreement reached in the case against Boeing.
Planes that crashed and claimed 346 lives are beginning to receive compensation. The process of taking legal action was done. Manuel Vaughan from Riverec Chartered said in a statement that the implementation of from Riverec Law Chartered said in a statement that the implementation of the litigation will put an end to criminal activities following the cases Boeing was facing after the crashes of Lion JT610 on October 29th and Ethiopian Airlines E230. Ethiopian Airlines crashed on March 10th and was heading to Nairobi but crashed a few minutes after leaving the Addis Ababa airport. All passengers died, that too being Kenyans. Reports indicate the cause of the Boeing 737 MAX crash was design flaws, profit and production priorities at the expense of Boeing employees made it difficult for the assurance of safe travel of the public.
His passport holders are unable to access 54 countries following the ban on COVID-19 in the world race to protect nations against new coronavirus variants. This is according to Helne Passport Index, which has been regularly monitoring the world.
The world continues to heighten the war against the COVID-19 menace and protect nations against the new coronavirus variants that are gathering pace on the continent. The Henley Passport Index, which has been regularly monitoring the world's most travel-friendly passport since 2006, has made revelations that the pandemic has affected travel, a projection that comes at a time when different countries continue to adapt measures that restrict global traveling to combat the spread of the disease. The pandemic has seen holders of Kenya's passport banned in 54 countries, including Australia, Argentina, Belgium, Cambodia, the United Kingdom, Canada, Portugal, Denmark, Bulgaria, and Singapore. Others are Hong Partners list as the only African country to place restrictions on Kenya. According to the Ministry of Health, the highly contagious COVID-19 Delta variant may spark a fourth wave of infections in Kenya over the 2 months. The rapidly transmissible strain, first identified in India, is dominant in Western Kenya, where it was initially detected in the country, with the government imposing restrictions on movement in the region to ensure the variant does not spread countrywide. Kenya has not retaliated against the 54 countries after it left a handful of countries whose citizens need to quarantine before they are allowed into the in a last month review. These include Ireland, Kuwait, Pakistan, Brunei, and Thailand, whose citizens are required to undergo a 14-day mandatory quarantine. Further, Henley Passport Index report indicates the number of countries that Kenyans can visit without visa has also dropped from 7 COVID-19 restrictions. The report states that resumption of regular international travel continues to be derailed by COVID-19, noting that while certain countries are forging ahead with vaccinating their populations, most developing countries are progressing slowly, hampered by a lack of resources and poor supplies. This comes at a time when the government of Kenya is expecting to receive 13 million Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses from August and targets to inoculate more than 10 million people by end of December and the entire 26 million adult population by the end of 2022. Carol Wangari Wanjiru, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
Thank you, Carol Wangari Wanjiru, for that report. And now we move to some sporting action. The one-sided Rugby Africa Cup pool played at Nyayo Stadium on Sunday. Alvin Kusai with more details.
The game, which was attended by Deputy President William Ruto, Cabinet Secretary of Sports Amina Mohamed, and ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi, was Kenya Simba's bounce back from the first match loss from Senegal to thrash Zimbabwe 45-8 in one-sided Rugby Africa Cup Pool B match played at Nyayo Stadium on Sunday. Kabra Sugarfly scored 18 points in the opening half as Simba finished second in the pool with 6 points and will therefore be facing the winners of Pool C, which is Uganda, Ghana and Algeria. 20-19 loss to Senegal last week. Paul Odera made 6 changes and positional switches ahead of the clash, which paid off immediately after the kickoff. Kabra Sugar duo of George Nyambua and Kubu combined to give Kenya an early lead of 7-0 before the Fijian making it 10-0 after a well-taken penalty. Kabra's scrum half, Brian Taga, will now join his teammates in the score sheet after touching down moments later after being fed by Samuel Asante of KCB. Alvin Kosai, Look Up TV, Sports.
Thank you, Alvin Kosai, for that sporting action. And now I'll be reading what's where 100,000 tweets is shut down SA. This is South Africa. Now, this follows the arrest of the detention of the former President Jacob Zuma. And following his arrest, there have been protests since late last week, that is on Thursday, and up to now. There are videos of looters making away with valuables from different shops across different towns. And there is another hashtag, Black Lives Matter. Now, this is following the Euro match that was yesterday, the finals, England versus Italy, where Italy thrashed England. And now the players, the brown-skinned players in England have been trolled, and now people are coming to their defense, saying that Black Lives Matter. There is a question of, is racism back after those games, after England were defeated by Italy yesterday? And of course, South Africa, this is following the trial, Zuma's trial that is beginning today in court as the protests are ongoing. And that's just about it. And of course, there's a lot about the Kiambaa elections that is slated for Thursday. Kiambaa and Muguga ward as well. The elections are slated for Thursday. And the IEBC chairman, Mafula Chebukati, has assured Kenyans that the elections will be free and fair, and has also urged politicians to ensure that peace, and they should not try to corrupt results by any chance. And that is it from us here on Trending News. The hashtag is Trending News at Lookup TV on Twitter, Lookup TV on Facebook, and you can also keep the conversation going. The SMS number is 20374. Nancy Lima here. I'm out.